Hello, I am Archivist Saren, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back once more to, whenever it shows up, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, last time, I think we got stuck in Pigatory, where we were stuck fighting that pig for like half an hour, maybe longer, I don't even know. It was like in this region. It was very tough. I did not like it. But we ended up beating that. And now we're here at the Temple of Apollo, I think, where the Oracle is. And there's a quest. And there's another quest. So we're gonna do those because, I mean, where else are we gonna go? I don't see any other quests around here. So we'll just do the quests that are in this region. Because why not? Although I think I have a lot of quests as well. But, you know, it's a lot better to just get new quests than to rely on quests we had before, right?
Ah, Mistios. Well, aren't you a sight to my aged eyes? Young, energetic. Perhaps I should just pay for your body instead of your help.
You know, once again, people really need to get their minds out of the gutter. Why is everyone... I mean, it's ancient Greece. I understand that. They were, like, incredibly infamous for being promiscuous. But at the same time, they kind of need to get their minds out of the gutter. Like, come on. We got work to do. Yeah, I'm not that kind of
Watch
orc.
yourself. That's not my line of work.
Oh, forgive me. I'm amazed the gods would send me someone so well-suited to help me, but who is also so appealing to me physically.
I'm glad to hear it.
Korigos, my husband, is having some difficulties keeping up with my hunger for pleasure.
I imagine any man would.
Oh, I have many lovers, but he's my soulmate. When we're together, it's indescribable.
Then don't describe it.
When we were younger, we
Yeah, that
would
would probably
run
be for the
into
best.
the moonlit forest, shed our clothes, and pleasure each other until sunrise. Our howls of ecstasy would echo throughout the valleys.
That... Just, by the gods, stop, please. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna mention, if there was... If this was, like, a male character... And was talking to Kassandra like this, I'm pretty sure this game would be canceled. I'm just saying. Like, if you walked up to a male NPC and they were just like, hey, how about instead of giving you a quest, I just pay you for sex? You know, that immediately the game would be canceled and everyone would be laid off and everything would go downhill. But because it's a woman, it's perfectly fine for her to say things like that. Perfectly acceptable. I don't know. It's weird. Because that just, it seems so out of line to me. It's like, why would you say that to me? I'm a mercenary. You can't just treat me like a prostitute. That's not okay. I have pride in my work, okay? And my work is killing people, you know? So, treat me with some respect, old lady. Come on.
By the gods, woman! I said spare me the details.
I wasn't expecting a tough-looking mercenary to be so squeamish about a little fun.
What does this have to do with me?
I've learned of a powerful elixir, which if consumed will give someone the vigor and stamina of Eros. If you can gather me the ingredients, I can make it for my husband.
Alright.
All right, I'll find the ingredients.
I'm always down
You
for a
promise to
fetch
keep
quest.
your nocturnal activities to yourself.
I have some drachmi, and Koragos has more. If you can bring me some bear scrotum and a deer tongue, I can make the elixir.
Oh, is that all you need?
Don't worry, I'll reward you well. I'm sure Koragos will be thankful also.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know where to find a deer and a bear.
I'll be back with the ingredients soon.
I mean, we ran into bears on our way to the boar place, so... Let's head on out. Away from the lady who has absolutely no boundaries at all. So yeah, it says both are in the northern part of this region, so we just head north and look for bears. And apparently deer. The deer will probably be the easy part, I would assume. But you know, I'm really doubting that this would actually do anything. Just because, I mean, what chemicals or anything like that would be inside of the scrotal area of a bear that is not in the rest of its meat? Like, if you think about it logically and like scientifically, that just doesn't add up. That there probably isn't any specific compounds in that area that isn't anywhere else. You know, maybe he should just eat some bear meat. Maybe that will have the same effect, if it has any effect at all, which it probably doesn't. Let me get my bird out here. Can we see if there are any animals with the bird? Because I haven't seen a single animal. Ah, bears. There's 3 bears. Do bears usually move in packs like that? I mean, it's like, I'd understand if it's bear cubs. Those are like fully grown bears. Ah, deer. Okay, we can find the bears at any time. The deer is a little harder. Oh, it actually got him. Nice. I thought that would just be a body shot and not actually kill it.
What kind of elixir uses ingredients like this?
That's what I'm wondering. Although the deer tongue isn't nearly as isn't nearly as outlandish. Oh great, wolves. Come on then. Ow. Alright, now time to fight a trio of bears. Ain't that gonna be fun? Oh yeah, fall damage is a thing, isn't it? Alright, heal up. Hopefully that did it. I saw a tooltip while I was logging in today that said that I was able to quick save by pressing F5. So I'm hoping that actually quick save. Alright. Who two wanna go? Ow. How'd you move all the way over here? Who knew that dealing with a trio of bears would be easier than dealing with those freaking boars? Fire does a lot of damage. Alright.
This smells awful.
Why did I get
Drink
2
an
of them?
elixir made from this.
What? What? You're the one that collected 2? 3? Wow. I don't know. I think Cassandra's just a little freaky. She only really needed 1. Oh, hi. That is a...
Stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
Hello. You are a special bear, ain't you? You want some fire? That was an interesting situation there. I think somehow my ability of turning my weapons on fire gave me iframes. Okay. Another bear. And another bear. I think there's one behind me somewhere. This bear is just really good at throwing his voice. No, yeah, there was another bear. Hi, other bear. Luckily, the bears don't have a very tough moveset. Unlike the boars. Easy. Are we gonna get more of the scrotums? Okay, good. Just a lot of leather. I don't know. I still don't know what I'll need this much leather for. But glad I have it, I suppose. Let me take all the bears' loot, because apparently bears keep loot for some reason. I guess they're kind of like dragons or something. Alright, well, enough of, you know, fighting with bears. Let's call the horse and get out of here.
Come on.
Alright, we're almost there. Let's just get off the horse here so we don't have to deal with the, you know, ledges and everything. Because the horse is not so good at going up and down things. Hi, lady.
Mystios, you're back! And not a moment too soon.
I got what you asked for.
Who is this of Xesia?
This is the Mystios who's going
That
to
is a weird
reignite
name.
our spark, my love.
Oh no! We've been through this. I can't satisfy you anymore. You're going to kill me with your lust.
Nonsense. I'm going to make you an elixir that will give you the vigor of a man a fraction of your age.
God save me. I cannot do this anymore.
Poor guy. Someone pay me.
By all
Yeah.
the gods, will somebody pay me? If I hear any more of this talk, I'm going to be sick.
Ah, young people. They don't understand true love. Here, this should be more than enough.
My thanks.
Come, Gorgos. I'll mix the elixir. You get the oils ready.
Poor dude. Well, we win the mission, so that's all that matters. And you know, normally, once again, I would be commenting on how, you know, all of the all the romance options are female. I would normally mention that, except, you know, once again, it's ancient Greece, and, you know, homosexuality was like a staple of ancient Greece. So, at least stereotypically.
If it isn't the eagle bearer herself.
So really, nothing out of the ordinary for that.
And you got old, Photios the dog's breath. Last time I saw you, I think I lit your ship on fire.
My ship and my beard. These days, thankfully, I've semi-retired.
Do people pay mercenaries here more than they did in Kefalonia?
Of course they do. Better than Marcos, that's for sure.
Everyone pays more than Marcos.
Dang,
You're
Marcos.
lucky I took all his crazy contracts.
I was a fast learner. He's a rotten cheat. I only accept the easy stuff now. I'm working as a watchman this very moment. The cushy job. Most days.
Yeah,
Once a
mercenary to
mercenary,
the end.
always a mercenary. It's a job you can never shake off.
Right you are. I'm learning that all the more now. Trouble goes and comes back twice.
Did something happen?
A couple of priests ransacked this treasury. They took the sapphires offered by a Thracian king. The bastards.
Oh, your employer won't like that.
No, but you like this. Make an example of the thieves. You find them and the sapphires, and I pay you much better than you're used to in Kefalonia.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right, I'll help you. But
But what?
I haven't forgotten the old days. I owe you one, Photios. No reward necessary.
I thought I was getting soft.
Where'd
So,
they go?
hunting priests. Where do I start?
Priests aren't used to thief business. They probably hid somewhere quiet. Check the caves west of here.
Shouldn't
Okay.
be long before I find them.
That's probably all I need to know. Right over that way. I would normally get the horse, but then everyone would just be diving out of the way to get away from me. Because they don't trust me on horseback, apparently. That's probably why horses are so illegal here. Why they always attack you on sight when you're on your horse. Alright, but it's pretty close by. I would be surprised if the priests were hiding out in there. I mean, why would they steal something from that place? I mean, look at this. Look at this. It is literally within viewing distance from their hiding spot. Why would you do that? Why would you hide the money somewhere that is within viewing distance of
This must be the cave Photios mentioned.
the
Those
place you
priests
just
came this
robbed?
way.
That is just insanity. You don't do that. I should really upgrade this at some point. Because this is like the only thing I have to...
You're dead.
Who is?
Die!
Can't have been me. I literally just got here. We're just gonna start it off like this.
Now!
Because they've already seen us, so... I can do that too.
Fight? How cute!
Will I pay for that? I don't think I will. Let's just heal. Let's actually put on Flame Sword for you losers. Oh yeah, that guy is not having a fun time. Alright. Yeah, I don't know how they saw me. Because I was crouched at the top of a ladder. Like, if someone was crouched down up there, would you be able to see that very easily? I wouldn't. But I guess that was just within their line of sight. Yeah, mysterious ladder. You know, it is interesting how many people are actually hiding out in caves. I would think they'd be too scared to. Because in ancient Greek mythology, caves were actually
Here's
a
one of the priests.
entrance
But
to the
no sign
underworld.
of the sapphires. Agreement in full. Treasury sapphires to be sold at no discount. Meet at Despina Fort for the sale.
Oh
Well,
boy. The
I know where
fort.
I'm headed next.
Alright. So yeah, normally you would think that caves would be a bit off limits to anyone who's at all superstitious. Because you'd basically be entering an opening to the underworld. And most people would not see that as a good thing. But I guess that's the perfect place for bandits to hide, just because it's, you know, nobody else is wanting to go there. So let's see, they're in this region, western part of the Hill of Sacred War. That's here. And they're in a fort. Here somewhere. And that looks kind of like a fort, but that's... I guess it is western. More northwest, but that's fine. Let's just run from here. We're gonna hit this first. We're gonna like go south, hit this, then maybe this, and then head up to the fort. That's gonna be my plan. Always worthwhile to get the fast travel points.
Let's go.
Alright, we're heading that direction. With the horse, it should not take long. Though the horse always moves slowly in populated regions, which is upsetting. Let's head down the cliff. Because, you know, this horse is supposed to be able to handle rough terrain. So this terrain seems a little bit more rough than the horse is used to. But that's fine. I'm sure we can survive that. We got this. Alright, and there's just more now. That was the easy part, apparently.
Off we go now.
Yeah, we're doing fine. Alright. Down at the bottom. Now we need to find a way back up. Oh, hello. Who are you? You look fancy. Alright. Over here. You can make that, right, horse? Yep, apparently you can.
In the grass, but I wasn't expecting this. Ella.
They might kill us for our illegal horse activity. That's no good. We can't have people see us on a horse around here, or else they'll kill us. But yeah, we'll probably go back and go back to that temple afterwards. First, we just need the fast travel point, though.
Come on.
Just right here. And then I guess we're getting up on top of the tree. There we are. And then we're going to head back down, probably clear that temple just because we're in the neighborhood. And then head to the other synchronization point. And then we'll get to the fort. And jump off. Because apparently you can't die from fall damage, so... Let's hide here, get the lay of the land real quick. Okay, those are just people, it looks like. I don't even know what it's seeing, but that's fine. Okay, let's get further over this. There's a big snake, though. Get something there. A chest over there. Guys, and a chest in there. Alright. So far does not seem too bad, though. We should be able to just clear the place out pretty easily. Except for there's, you know, civilians there, evidently. Which is no good. Alright. Let's get to some killing. Yes, I know how to tag enemies, game. Thank you. If I got to this point and I had no idea how to tag enemies, I would be in a bad situation. So these two, I don't know if they're going to patrol away. They've been standing there a while. But they are kind of separated from everyone else, so I might just be able to fight them on their own. No, not three.
I'll feed you to the crows.
Oh. You didn't let me chain attack. That is a weird attack you got there. There we go.
I'm burning. Someone help me.
That is a weird attack. Now get poisoned.
Stand and fight.
I need water. You can't even die.
Well, thank you for the free slow-mo. I appreciate it. Okay, that's a multi-hit attack. Get some poison going on him. There we are. Alright. Well, nobody dropped any loot. Yes, that's good enough. Oh, hi, you are a big boy. Not much health, though. Our nose burning. Good. There we are. Let's just keep killing. Ranged stealth. Thank you. It doesn't have much of a cooldown, which is very good for me. Because then any enemies that I don't want to bother having to get close enough to kill. That's a lot of damage. Alright. Oh, you already see me? Of course you do. Oh, he's continuing his combo. Get on fire again, loser. Alright, only one more guard, it claims. But yeah, I feel like I almost am doing better at the like straight up combat than I am at the stealth this round, because the first time I played I was much better at the stealth than the combat, and I only had the combat as like a secondary thing that was like a last resort. But thus far I've actually been just killing everything perfectly fine in just straight up combat, so that's been good. And maybe that's because I just keep going everywhere during the day. That might be it. But yeah, that ranged stealth attack definitely helps in situations where you wouldn't normally be able to sneak up on them. And then, of course, there's this guy.
Death is coming for you, Elpinor.
Oh, hi.
What a shame. We would have made you rich before we killed you.
Yeah, you're not really great at combat, are you? You have some good qualities in combat here. Now you're on fire again. Can I get them both poison and fire simultaneously? No. The fire burns away the toxin.
Don't take it personally, Mistios. Your mother is the one we really want.
Also, how is it not personal when you want to kill my mom? Like, that sounds strictly personal. What was that? I don't even think I was in range of that attack. Get some more fire in here.
Don't fight it. The cult always gets what it wants. We already have Venus. We'll find your mother and you'll be dead.
God, help me!
Alright, you just burnt to death. Anticlimactic.
Killing me is a mistake.
Well, it's kind of already
Trusting
done.
you on Kefalonia was a mistake.
I am the reason you left that island alive. The cult wanted you dead.
What cult? Where are they?
Hey, triangle. He dropped a Dorito. Alright, bye. Have fun being dead.
The shard I found on Elpinor is like nothing I've ever seen. Might come in handy.
Might it? Alright then. And to think, I only came here because I saw that there was loot here. And I was like, ah, well, while I'm in the region, I might as well.
Best stay out of sight.
Stay out of sight of who? I just killed everybody. So let's head back up and then get back on our horse and ride to that other synchronization point. Alright, we also have level ups. Let's see, we're level 13. We need to be 16? Yeah. Need to get to 16 to get the next layer of stuff. Is it frozen? Because I moved my mouse away and it isn't selecting anything else. Why is it doing that? Also weird that I can still move my mouse if the application was frozen, because this is a in-application mouse. Something about Stealth Master must have froze. Yeah, there it goes. Something about Stealth Master froze it for a second. That's a bit weird. Alright, what do we want to get? Everything's always just progress further in the story. Well, we can... Are we still tracked onto the... It probably doesn't matter. We know where we're going. We don't need any tracking. Horsey. Get back here. I still don't know exactly where the horse tries to stop. Like, does it try to stop right in front of me, or I don't know. Can you go up the hill here? Thank you. All right. So we got that point there. Right, we need to set this as our next target. That's down that away. Hi, doggo. Alright, head down this way. Try to avoid falling to our death. Alright, yeah, and this is where we were with the shipwreck a while back. Alright. I should have just gotten the synchronization point while I was here before, but I guess I didn't even realize that it was here. Because I would have gotten it had I known. And apparently there's a hut here. Does someone live here? I guess not. Alright. We're just on top of a hut. On top of a hill. Would being on top of a hill actually be a good place to live? I don't think it would be. Just because then any materials that you need to bring to or from your house, you need to go like up or downhill in order to reach it. And that just sounds like a bad idea. Because, you know, that's just adding extra labor to everything you do. Just because of the incline of it.
This area will be well defended.
Alright, so where are we exactly? We're here. Why was this area yellow? Is there something down here? Because, yeah, like right back here was yellow. Is it just this? Oh, it was just this. What is this? Just this little camp. Oh, thug. Okay. We got some thugs here. I guess we have some killing to do. Now, I could try to stealth around and get all of them, or I could just run up towards those two, do a chain stealth on them, and then kill everyone else in combat.
I'll enjoy this.
Is that everything here? I think it was. Until it did. Is it working now? I think it's finally decided to work. Okay, good. Yeah, because it doesn't always immediately try to reconnect for some reason. It, I guess, was disconnected for just long enough that it stopped trying to reconnect right as I then fixed the internet. So, yeah, interesting situation with that. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but you know how these things are. Hi, unknown man. How's it going? We killed Elpinor, or whatever his name was, Mr. Elpinor, which is kind of a weird name, but you know, we're not here to judge. I just found him by accident. I didn't even know where he was. I just kind of stumbled across him and then killed him. So, cutting a watermelon is kind of tough. I have to agree. All right, let's just. Is there some bush over here? Yeah, hidden in the bush. And we'll send the bird in to get the lay of the land. Because this is a fort, so it should have plenty of, you know, actual units in it. We just need to find all of them. Who are they? I don't think they're related to this. Okay, those are pigs. Now, it does keep saying that Ikaros's perception increases as I get more of those synchronization points. I assume that's what helps with this. And if so, I need a lot more of those synchronization points because not seeing these enemies is probably the most dangerous thing that can happen. Because then you don't know how many there are or where they are, and it's much harder to figure out your plan for the place if you don't know accurately all the enemies. You always miss one or two, that's just how it goes. Like that guy. Alright, but we should be good now. I think that's about all of them. Nope, there was one there. See, you always miss one. Okay. Hey, but if I attack this place, I might get a bounty. If I get a bounty, then more bounty hunters will come after me and I can fight them. Because that's my favorite thing to do. I was just saying how I was a bit sad that bounty hunters have stopped coming to attack me.
Let's keep out of sight.
Yeah, don't mind me. Just climbing up here. Okay, and since we're higher up than everyone, we should be alright to not be seen immediately. But you never know. Line of sight is a bit weird in this game.
What? Interesting.
You just had to turn around right then. Oh. He's just leaving. Okay. He's like, is someone there? I don't care. I'm leaving. I'm going down here. I guess it was his turn to switch off with someone else. Alright, that guy's just sitting down there. Kind of hoping someone comes up here to take over that station again so I can take him out. But nobody seems to be doing that. Yeah, definitely. No one gets paid enough for this. I mean, if a mercenary is attacking your fort, I don't think you could pay anyone enough to try to stop them. I mean, I can just, like, insta-kill these guys. Alright, so that guy's going up, probably to man a position on the wall, which means I can kill him. But that guy's also... Okay, no, he's turning away. Good. So this guy's alone. We can take him out. Where are you going? Oh, you're taking that position right there. You poor fool. And let's pick this guy up. Throw him inside the house here. No one will see him if we just hide him, like, right here. Perfect. Even though they're probably gonna see me pretty soon here, and then my cover will be blown, and it won't matter what stealthiness I did, but you know, until then, might as well. Alright, but they're kind of everywhere, except for in like this half of the fort. Oh, and there's one that I didn't even see. Okay, but he's going up for some reason. Where's he even going? I'm gonna try hit this guy with 4. Just because I wouldn't have been able to sneak up on him otherwise. Steal all their loot. Okay, and he's up there. Alright. Just jump on down. So far, so good. Nobody's even seen us. Except for that one guy, but then he died shortly after, so that's fine. We'll come back to burn the stashes later. After everyone's dead. I kind of feel like that would bring attention to us. Oh, hi. A person we never marked. Alright, we're running out of ability points here, but sometimes you just gotta take people out from a distance. Let me climb up and start taking people out from the walls again. It is always surprising when you just randomly see someone that you never even, like, marked or anything. It's like, when did you get here? Alright, this guy's going somewhere. And that is a pretty funny typo, but, you know, I'm pretty sure everybody in this entire game is trying to top Kassandra. That's like a trend here. It's like all they do. You think I could shoot that guy? No. I don't think my hunter damage is nearly high enough to one-shot those guys. Okay, go into the hole. Not across the hole. In the hole. In... Thank you. If I go across this way, yeah, I can stay out of his line of sight. Alright, nobody else is in line of sight of that. That's good. That guy's kind of coming this way. You saw nothing. That was just the bobcat. I'm better at stealth than you are. Well, I was actually just saying how I've been doing really badly at the stealth up until now. I've just been kind of abandoning stealth the second someone sees me, and then just going into a full-on brawl. Which has been working out quite well, you know? It's not like it's been a problem at all. Alright, you think we can just land right behind this guy and you won't notice? Yes. Yes, we can. Lots of people over there. Oh, there's a guy that we never even saw before over there. Just aggro the entire fort. Yeah, I can see that being a thing. It's definitely... I don't know, I feel like last time I played this I was bad at the combat. And so I only really ever used the stealth. And, you know, I played the game for the stealth, so it makes sense that I would take full advantage of it. Oh, he's coming in here. Perfect chance to kill him. Why am I going down the ladder instead of just... Gonna hide back here. Bring him back into the building. Slaughter him. Perfect. No one saw anything. Additionally, while I'm hidden in here, I'm going to mark the couple of guys that I've seen that I know aren't marked. Like, specifically those two. Alright, there's a lot of guys focused around there. There's guys up here now, too. That's something I do like about how these places work in this game, is that they kind of spread their units back out after you've made a big hole in their defenses. So you'll never end up at a point where you just have one big defended spot. They actually kind of rotate their guards around. Oh, you're carrying corpses. Ain't that delightful for you? Oh, he's like, oh, another corpse.
One out.
And I auto loot everyone that I stealth kill, which makes it marginally faster. You'll avenge him, huh? How about some of this? Oh, you see nothing. He's like, what?
Is anyone there?
And they just stands there. I'm gonna climb. You'll never notice it. I need to kill Yellow Man first, I think. Oh, and then he just walks away. He doesn't even care. You saw nothing. You hide in the building. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stealth this entire fort just because I like it. It would probably be faster just to fight them all, but it's more fun to go through stealthily. Alright, where are you going?
You'll die today!
Why did you not let me chain that? Yeah, did he just drop a dude off the wall? Oh, the leader's now vulnerable. Ain't that delightful? I wasn't even trying to do that. Alright. Yeah, so in theory, I should have been able to do the double stealth kill with those guys and not have to get into a fight at all, but things don't always go the way that they should.
Shit! Out! Out!
How did I catch on fire from that? These are very unsafe braziers if you can just walk next to them and they catch you on fire. Alright, this is a pretty heavily fortified area here. Alright, anyone else in this area? I don't see them. I think there's only a few guys left, at least that we have marked. You never know how many there are that are unmarked. He's going down. Who saw me? Somehow they saw me while going down the ladder while they weren't even able to see me.
No surrender!
So I think that was a bit of a bug, that his vision was still up here while he was going down the ladder. Because realistically, he shouldn't have seen me at all. I mean, it's fine, because that guy forgot. Like, he only really got, like, a glance of me, so he didn't know where I was exactly. And that guy's doing a little jig over there. Look at him. Too bad he's gonna have to die. How did that guy see us? He was looking the opposite direction. Alright, well... stealth is overrated anyway. Reinforcements, oh boy. Oh, and there's bounty hunters. Nice. Are you a bounty hunter? No, you're just a regular guy. Damn. What is that? I wasn't even anywhere near where you just landed.
Here's where you die!
Oh, that was a charge attack. I see. On double stab, alright. Trying to be fancy, I see. I haven't gotten any good dodges against this guy. I don't know if he's just... Ow. Oh, hey! We get another mercenary. There's the perfect dodge. Pupper. Why is there a horse in here? Ow. This guy is real tanky. Kinda wish I'd gotten a stealth attack on him before we fought. Why'd you not heal? There we go. Ow. Can you stop with the arrows?
What do I do?
You stop locking on to random people. Ow. Who the heck are you? Alright, let's hide back here so Mr. Stuckman stops trying to hit us with arrows. Oh, and now you're trying to hit us with arrows. What's with the arrows? They're very annoying. Are you trying to hit me with your bow? Man, how many attacks am I supposed to be able to dodge simultaneously? The bricklayer. Bro, what? You're in the wrong business here. Hi, horsey. Can I, like... Okay, thank you. Got rid of one of them. Of course, it's this guy. We need to get rid of this guy. But I can't sprint, so, you know. Why are you all using bows? Shoot, can you stop with the arrows? Seriously, man. Alright, we're going back over here, I guess. I need to take out some of these regular guards. Because there's too many weapons flying around for me to be able to dodge them effectively. Of course, that charge has such a friggin' huge... What am I doing? Just go up the stairs, thank you. Yeah, we need to get some space so we can do some healing. Of course, they're still trying to shoot me with their friggin' poison arrows.
Losing them. I will bury you.
That charge always has such a tough timing to dodge it. All right. Ugh. You know, they freak out a lot for being on fire. For it, you know, to not really do anything to them. Like, they still attack and block and get enraged and everything. Perfectly normally, even when on fire. So I don't know why they, like, freak out so much.
I'd love to see you fight us.
You get some of the fodder out of here.
Don't worry, I'll kill you quickly.
Ow. Man, these guys have a lot of HP. Get away from me. Oh, of course, there's another one. Let's just get the fodder out of here. A bomb? Alright. Oh, give me your loot. Thank you. Oh, of course, they're back to shooting. Okay, got rid of all the fodder. Let's not be on fire. Thank you. What's up with the frickin' bows? Okay, you're on fire. You should die.
You can't take much more.
How do you know how much I can take? You don't know anything about me.
Stop right now!
Alright, you guys want to attack more? Thank you.
Malaka, help me!
Damn. Yeah, the axe is a bit harder to dodge than most weapons because it's a bit slower. Ow. Yeah, it's very delayed attack. Luckily, you don't have much health, so. Alright. Got all sorts of money. Mercenary clue, you say? Alright, now we're back to the fort, and that guy's still alive over there. Also, our bounty is higher than ever, because, you know, killing the mercenaries themselves does nothing for you. I'm gonna try to kill this guy, because he kept shooting with the bow, and I didn't like that.
What's that? For Ares!
Of course, I can't sneak up on him, because apparently if you lock on, it stops your stealthing. How do you like getting hit in the face with a bow? Loser. Alright. Well, he's dealt with, and I think that's the rest of everything in this place. So now I can just go around and loot it. Let's see, where else? There's the war supplies here. That's dealt with. Now we have 2 more war supplies. Those are both up there. There's 1 chest up there. I think that's a war chest over there. Can I go through here? I can. Let's just down. Down, please. How do I go down? Okay, it's the stealth button is go down. Alright, now we go up. Oh, it's outside? Where is that even? Why would you have that outside? Okay, it's not outside, it's just up on this roof type area. Then we head up here. So yeah, long fight there, but we managed to get them all. Yeah, we're accidentally destroying the nation power from this, just taking over this one fort. You know, I didn't even really mean to, I just wanted to take over the fort and grab all the loot. I mean, is that so much to ask? If they put all of the nation's power inside this one fort, that's kind of their problem, isn't it? That's not my fault. They should have been a lot more careful.
Here they are. Bit of blood on them, but the sapphires still shine.
You know, I probably could have just, you know, used my stealth to come in here and grab the sapphires and leave, but what would be the fun in that? There'd be no fun in that. And is this location done? No, we need to find the whatever that is. Oh, there's a chest up there too. Maybe it's in the chest. Because, yeah, I don't see any other little pop-ups. So we'll check the chest first. But it's nice to have bounty hunters after us again. You know, it's getting a bit boring without them. You know, you just go around, do your quests, and you don't have to worry about some really tough dude popping up and trying to attack you all the time. Like, what's the fun in that? Alright, ladder. Give me the loot. That's just more money. Where's the thing? Down. Down, I say. Thank you. I guess not, map. We're trying to find that thing. Apparently we just never saw it with our bird. It's down there. Alright. Now the fort is done, and we can leave. So, the quest is up there. So let's get out of here. 5,000 XP for clearing the fort. That's some good XP. Let me just get out of here. And then we can fast travel. Probably. And this exact quest might be why I remember being around this temple with a bunch of mercenaries coming after me. It might be because I cleared out that fort and then ended up at this temple with a huge bounty. But who knows? We could go in and kill the leader of this area and then do the big old battlefield fight and get a bunch of loot. Because then, I mean, we're keeping the war a bit even. Having taken one area for Sparta and then one area from Sparta. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but... You know, in the end, as we said, we're not really on anyone's side here in this war. We just kind of want loot. There's a plaque.
Kassandra!
Oh, that's the message board. Okay. Hello.
Good news. Found the sapphires.
Should I ask why they're bloody?
Well, the priests couldn't cut it as thieves.
You said you'd do it for free. But we both know that was horse shit. Here, take this.
Here, old man.
Here's a little trinket from the treasury. No one will miss it.
Let's hope not. Or you'll send another mercenary after me. Goodbye, Photios.
If you ever see that dog Marcos again, tell him you demand minimum wage.
You think they had a minimum wage back then? I don't know if they did. Also, we got a ton of loot. That's the wrong button. So we need to check our inventory and do some replacement. Let's see. This one's still the best. For now. Interesting hood they got there. Let's see. This one. Yeah, we have much better ones of this. Plus 22 armor. Yeah, that's probably worth it. Doubt they had minimum wage? Yeah. I mean, maybe they did. At least they probably had like a fair minimum kind of thing. Plus poison damage, you say? Do I need all 5 of that set in order to get that bonus? Probably, right? Ooh, elemental buildup. That could be good. So I think for now we're gonna have this one, just because it only has 1 less armor than this, and it has higher assassin damage. And, you know, poison damage is always nice. Why do you still say there's stuff for me to see? There isn't. Alright, so this one's warrior damage, assassin damage, hunter, melee resistance, elemental buildup. That's probably better. Gonna lose some stuff, but gain other things. And this is too high level for us. Oh, but we got a legendary bow. Right, that was from the quest we did. And that is a lot better than our current bow. So we'll go with that. New weapons, but I think we're gonna stick with what we have, because I like the daggers. Although, we hopefully will find some new daggers soon, you know? As a standard, at least. Yeah, I'm fairly certain, at the very least, because I remember a lot of the ancient customs that I'm familiar with are things that were heavily detailed in the Bible, and they did have things detailed in there about like how much someone should be paid for their work and stuff like that. So I'm sure there was a standard set, whether that be governmental or just a social contract, I don't know, but there was a standard. So let's see. We should probably... Why is this one on a timer? That's like a real world timer, so I don't know if we need to do that one just yet. But there's a lot of these that are much higher level than us. Oh right, these are all the animal ones, and they're much higher level than us, except for this one. Uh-huh. And each of these give different item rewards, so we should probably do those while, like, when we're at their level. More socially, don't think the government had enough logistics to keep in check everyone's wages. And I mean, it probably wouldn't be that they kept, you know, track of everyone's wages, but you would think that if there was... Oh, the Bright Lord. Interesting. You'd think that there would be like a governmental thing where you could report someone for not giving you a fair wage, and then the government would do something about it if it was a governmental system. Right, we're supposed to be... Yeah, supposed to be finding the Oracle. So let's do that next. Where are we going? There's no thing on the map, so we need to just do this here. Eastern part of the Sacred Lands of Apollo. That's here. Eastern is here. So I guess this. And oh, the leader himself is the one that has the bounty on me. Interesting. I mean, it might just... Oh, it's this one here. Oh, I've already been there. Okay, we can go do that. Let's see, where is that again? That way. There's a lot of things to see. I don't know how I keep, like, missing where all the markers are. Now, I would normally go and kill the leader guy, just for the heck of it, but I feel like I don't want to do that because he has the bounty on me, and if I kill him, that means that mercenaries will stop showing up. And I wouldn't want that. I mean, who doesn't love having the mercenaries show up and try to kill him all the time? Because that's fun. Okay, we just found the location. Nothing really to do here. Let's head down the hill towards this house. I don't know how I know where this house is, but we're just gonna accept it. Just ride straight down the cliff, all Skyrim style. Alright, let's get off the horse before they arrest us. And hide in these bushes as we send in our bird. Oh. I don't know where he is.
The Oracle is hiding inside.
Oh, is he inside there? Is that?
Finally get some answers.
That is him. So I guess she has a mercenary in the house as protection. So that's something. Alright, I don't know what that is, but alright, those all seem to just be regular people. So it's only this house here, and it's walled in property that seems to be where we're trying to infiltrate, and that guy's at the center of it. So, we'll see how that goes for us. Let's just fly over it a bit more closely. Yeah, I don't see anyone else. Alright. There's horse guys. They don't suspect a thing. This does not hide us at all.
Better stay hidden.
Alright, so they're going to see us if we attack him. So we could either wait for that guy to move, but they usually don't move that much. Oh, there's another bounty hunter. Bird, identify them. Oh, they're high level, so they're not coming after us. Hopefully not. Usually it only sends level appropriate bounty hunters after you.
That's a lot of protection for the Bithia.
Yeah, it was to be expected. Now, I'd be able to fight the rest normally if I can just take out that mercenary with a stealth attack. But I would like to get rid of the rest of them as well. You just need to find a time and a place where they're isolated. That's a little tough. And assassinate him. No one's looking at him. Don't mind me. Mine be exactly none. Alright, and we get a big stealth attack on this guy. Damn. Yeah, I don't know this weapon's moveset at all. There we go. Well, how do you have your shield up and you're attacking and it's slow motion all simultaneously? What is happening?
I'm on fucking fire!
You are on fire. Thank you for noticing. These guys have a lot of health. I guess they're those cult guards, so it makes sense. Oh, and my strong attack didn't even break his guard. Man, that almost instant poison application is so nice.
Give up already.
Give up. You're the only guy that's left, and you're at like no health. Oh, never mind. There's still one guy over there who just... There's always that one dude that just doesn't realize that there's a big fight happening, and he just stands in the corner like an idiot. Hey, dude. You wanna die? Thank you. Alright, easy enough. Now we steal her treasure and then talk to her like, we didn't just kill all her guards and take all her money. Oh, but that's stealing. Yeah, who cares? Money. And I need to finish the region or the area, so I can get the big XP boost for finishing off the whole area. Like that. That's not a huge XP boost. Alright. Why did I just kick the door open?
Guards! I'm not here to hurt you. I just want answers.
Kicking the door open
Pythia
like
is a
that
sacred
doesn't
vessel of
seem
the
very,
gods.
you know...
People travel the world for my answers, but none of them would dare break into my home. Apollo's wrath will be cruel and swift.
Yeah,
Guards!
probably. The guards are kind of dead.
I'm looking for my family, and everywhere I go, people are either lying or trying to kill me. You're the first person who might have some answers. But they'll kill me if I tell you. Not if
Well,
I
they're
get
dead.
to them first. Help me, and no harm will come to you, I promise. All right. But ask your questions quickly. The longer you're here, the more at risk we both are.
Okay, what is the
What
cult?
is this cult of Cosmos? They are the eyes that see, but go unseen. Enough with the riddles. I want names. I don't know. I swear. They hide behind masks and shrouds.
Alright.
Why would you work for the cult? I have no choice. So, all those prophecies from the gods, all those people, you're paid to deceive them all? Most want to know about love or death. I tell them what they want to hear. But when people want to know about war or politics, I'm paid very well to tell them what the cult wants them to hear. You said you saw me in your visions. What did you see? There is an artifact under the temple of Apollo. It reveals what only the gods should know. You called me the child on the mountain. The cult hunts a Spartan child who survived a terrible fall from Mount Aietos. The artifact revealed that child to be you.
Alright then. Guess
You
I'm
have
going
an
to the cult.
opportunity to do the right thing. Tell me where to find the cult. Tell me where they are, or we'll go find them together. Beneath the Temple of Apollo, there is an ancient chamber. I think they meet there. But without one of their cloaks and masks, you won't make it more than 2 steps inside.
Well, I killed like a dozen of their guards.
Where can I
so
find one of these cloaks and masks?
probably could
There
just
is
take
a
it from
man.
them.
He visits me from time to time, makes sure I'm well taken care of. I have the biggest house in the Hora of Delphi, yet he still offers drachmi for my troubles. Gives me the creeps. What's his name? Elpinor. Elpinor? He's
Well,
with the cult?
I already killed
I
him.
can't be sure, but if he
I like how I'm
is,
so
he'll
surprised
definitely
when I
have
already
what you
found
require.
him surrounded by
I
the
sent
cult
Elpinor
guys.
to the underworld.
Yeah, see?
I knew the mask I stripped from his corpse would come in handy. May
So why was I
Apollo
so
protect you.
why was I so like confused about that for a second? I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's with the cult." Oh wait, I already killed him. Huh. Like
I should tell Herodotus
that
what
is a
Epithea told me
weird
about the cult.
sequence of events.
Maybe he'll have some insight.
All right, well, have fun with all your corpses and no loot. Apparently I'm going this way. Oh. Also, what are these things? Because they're like purple. What is it? Is it something I could burn for like... Yeah, it looks like a grain silo. Maybe you burn it to reduce nation power, but I don't need to do that. The nation's already at minimum power. She can be slow sometimes, yeah.
Well, what
She's
did
very
Epithea
slow.
tell you?
The cult of Cosmos is hunting me.
Yeah, we already
But
knew
I'm
that.
going to hunt them first. She told me they meet in a secret chamber under the Temple of Apollo.
So it's all true. If the cult has done anything, it's fool this old man.
I've killed the first cultist, Elpinor, a snake I met in Kefalonia. His mask and cloak will get me inside the chamber.
So they're underneath the Temple of Apollo. Yes, by the cave of Yea. I think I know the place.
Find it, and I'll meet you there.
Is that how they used to say Gaia? That's pretty interesting. It is always cool to see how the ancient Greek language would pronounce things. Invading army, huh? Interesting. Defending army. Oh, right. So, 1 piece of epic gear or 2 pieces of epic gear? I mean, that seems like a pretty cut and dry choice, doesn't it? I like 2 pieces of epic gear. I want some epic gear, please. It's a pig. You know, like PTSD flashbacks about the pigs. Why is there a bear here? Why are you hand-to-hand fighting a bear? Alright, you get down off of there. I'll keep shooting you until you come down. Thank you. Alright, well. We killed it. That's our good deed for the day. Now it's time to go join a war. Hi, other bear. But you're not bothering anyone. You can stay. Watch where I'm going. I'm nowhere near hitting you. But hi. Can I talk to you? There we go.
You look like you can handle a blade well enough. We're making a decisive push on Spartan borders, and we need all the help we can get, including yours.
You're very expressive. But yeah,
I'm in.
give me
Love
money
to share
and I'll
it.
fight for you.
Let's send those Spartans to Hades.
I agree. Let's do that thing that you said. You know, it's funny, there's still people out there that say Hades instead of Hades. Alright, we need to find the leaders and not just kill all the random guys. Where's the leaders exactly? You look like a leader. No, you're just a regular guy. Alright, this guy is a leader.
Might be able to challenge me badly.
He's just screaming a bunch. I don't know how that's helping him. Alright, leader down. That random guy down. Where's the rest of the captains? I wish it was an easier way. Wait a minute. Could I? Oh, I can't do that. Could I hold me? That's not a very large radius. Alright, he's dead. Whomst else? You can't really tell who the leaders are just by looking at them. You need to wait until it pops up the thing like that. There we go. Oh, unfortunate for you.
Eagle better. Want to test your strength?
I do.
I hope you're ready to die. Come on. Our fight isn't over.
This is your last day.
You know, you guys are kind of really easy.
They fight like a king. We're losing.
you're a little tough health-wise. Ow. There we go. The erupting, what does that even mean? It sounds like a medical condition.
I will kill you quickly.
Why is there a glowy thing over that? I feel like I'm absolutely tripping. I mean, why is there a portal? Seems a little out of place on a medieval battlefield. Ancient, this isn't even medieval. Pre-medieval. Alright, the erupting man has been obliterated. Let's find the rest of them captains. Unless I'm just supposed to be killing the regular guys, but I don't know. It doesn't really give me much of a objective here. Oh, there's the captain. Thank you for the slow time. I killed the enemy captain. Where? There he is. He's one of the wimpy captains too. Look at that. Alright. Where's the next captain? I'm ready for him. There's the captain. Honestly, just leave the rest of the fighting to me. Okay, where's the last guy? Oh, we're good. Alright. Yeah, we did not have many guys left. At all. That was very, very close to not being good. But we killed the mercenary. We killed 20 soldiers and 6 captains, evidently. That's a lot. But alright, we did it. And we got a better dagger, which is exactly what I was hoping for. because our old dagger just wasn't cutting it anymore. Literally. Overpower abilities, huh? Alright. Make sure to hover over all the weapons so it stops telling me there's things that I haven't seen yet. Okay, we already have a better bow. And that's just worse, it seems like. Got a new helmet that just kind of does less. I mean, it has more armor, but we'll stick with our current helmet. And we're high enough level for these. Higher damage to animals, assassin damage, hunter damage. It's probably good. Oh yeah, and there's this. And for some reason I still have more bear scrotums, which is great. Good, glad we have that. And then ability point. Where were we gonna put it? Critical assassination, progress further into the story, of course, of course. We could increase poison mastery. I wish we could get flame mastery, but that requires level 16. So, could go gear master. It's probably good. I mean, taking less damage would be incredibly important. Alright. Now we need to go that way. And I'm assuming we can probably just fast travel close to it, yeah. Because otherwise that would take a long time to run that direct, the like 1,000 distances. I don't know if that's meters or what, but 1,000 is a big number, no matter what kind of distance it was. Oh, I should probably sort my quest log, shouldn't I? For like level, so I can do all the ones that are actually my level and ignore all the other ones. Because right now I think it's sorted by like category. Alright, where's the guy? He's over there. Hi. I don't know why I decided to land right on top of that guy, but you know,
So this
he's
is
fine.
the secret chamber.
Evidently
They're
so.
not ones for subtlety, are they?
Hi.
So, this is it.
This is it.
Chamber of the cultists. Here, all along.
I'm going inside. Keep my clothes for me?
Best not to go in with your weapons, either. I don't think they'll look too kindly on that.
Alright. That is unfortunate.
How do I look?
Creepy.
Terrifying.
Good.
Find me once you've found out the truth in there. Keep your wits about you. Try not to do anything rash.
Me? Rash?
Yeah, I might have to punch them all in the face if we get into a fight down here, because we don't have our weapons. Oh boy, a mercenary.
Thought these ridiculous costumes were a good idea.
Very, dark cave. Hello. I'm here. Regular, you know,
You're
cult
late!
member.
Very late! It's a good thing Demos hasn't arrived yet.
Sorry, it's my first time.
A new recruit? Welcome, welcome!
You mentioned someone. Demos. Who is that?
You'll learn his name very, very quickly.
He's our leader.
I'm sure he believes that, but no. He's our weapon. He's difficult, but he does important work for us. I don't envy his position one bit.
Alright, and who's everyone else here?
There's a lot of people here.
All share our common mind.
Good.
We're here to evaluate the strides taken by the cult since the last meeting. We haven't met for some time.
Where did they come from?
The land and across the seas, we assemble as a community. Here, there is no war. There are no sides.
Interesting.
I'll go talk to the others. Thank you.
Yes, yes, before Demos comes. Who knows if you'll get a word in after that.
You know, these people might seem somewhat nice if they weren't the ones trying to kill me. You know? Let's talk to the person next to the glowy thing. Hi. I can't talk to you, apparently. What's this glowy thing? Is this that alien technology that that I've been heard so much about?
You're not listening. Forget the mother. She's useless.
I hear you perfectly well. You're just wrong. We need to look for the father now.
Okay.
I'm still not convinced.
You. We need another opinion on this. Why split resources searching for a woman we can't find? If we narrow our focus, Athens will be ours. Immediate threats have to be destroyed. Pericles has to be destroyed.
Not without the mother. We aren't strong enough without the mother.
Don't let Demos hear that. If anything, we should be hunting the father.
We know who the mother is. Looking for the father would be a waste of resources.
What do you think? Hunt the champion's mother or his father?
Well, that is a tough one, because, I mean, if you don't know who the father is, you're not going to be able to find him very easily. But that also might just mean that you haven't put a lot of time and resources into finding who the father is, so maybe it would be... Well, but you could figure out who the father is easier if you found the mother. And neither... I don't know enough about the situation to be bringing new options into the situation. I'd say probably try to find the father.
The father.
What did I tell you?
You're both wrong.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'll need much more information to identify who these cultists are.
And I don't know if they mean me as the champion. I think Deimos is the champion. And of course, if I remember correctly,
But who knows? Deimos may ask for our hands next.
I think, if I remember correctly,
Go on.
our brother is Deimos or something. I mean, yeah, if everyone's doing it, just don't cut your hand. That is like the most stereotypical and worst place to cut to draw blood.
Keep our sights on what the bloodline will do for us.
The bloodline?
The mother, the father, the sister. You know, his kin. We need them. All of them.
To use them.
That information is not for Deimos, of course. You know how volatile he is. He could rip through us easily.
I'll be sure to keep it to myself.
As you should. Nor can he know.
Yeah, hands don't bleed super strongly. And also, you know how many tendons and different, like, things are in the hand? Not to mention, the hand needs to move freely, and the skin on the hand needs to stretch a lot. But, you know, scar tissue doesn't stretch. It just doesn't. Anybody who has extensive scarring will tell you it does not stretch at all. So that is a problem. When you cut your hand over and over trying to draw blood for something, you'll end up making a big old layer of scar tissue on the palm. That makes it so your hand won't be able to open and close freely anymore because that scar tissue is unbending. So you really don't want to do that. The best place to do it would be probably the bicep, I would say, or maybe the thigh. So anywhere that's like big and doesn't need to really bend much. And that would probably be a good place to do it. Of course, you know, as you said, the forehead, the head, anywhere really would be a good option as well, including the ear. Anywhere in the head region bleeds a lot, so there are multiple places they'd be able to cut that wouldn't be very visible and wouldn't stop them from having freedom of motion due to scar tissue. And the hand just isn't that. It's always the stereotypical place that people cut for blood sacrifices and stuff, but it's just not good. I don't know why they do that. It's bad all around. If I ever make something, if I ever like have a movie or something where there's a blood sacrifice needing to be made, believe you me, it's going to be from a place that has, a lot more bleeding potential and less complications than the hand. Alright, we can ask questions.
And do what with her?
Might as well.
I would lower my voice if I were you. Just know she will be put to good use, unless she's uncontrollable.
You know where she is?
No, but it won't be long until we do, I assure you. She's the cult's next target.
Tell me about Deimos.
He's shown us what we need to know. He's a machine, a weapon for the cult. Someone that unstable can't be trusted with such personal information.
Yeah, and the only issue with using the head as the place to bloodlet from is specifically that the head, unless you're taking from like the scalp somewhere under the hair, it's gonna be very visible. You usually wouldn't be able to cover that up scarring wise. So generally, if you're trying to do a lot of bloodletting for one reason or another, generally it's in these kinds of cult situations, you generally wouldn't want to leave a bunch of scars in places that are visible, so that when you leave the cult situation, people can just like identify you easily, like, hey, that guy's got blood to sacrifice scars. So that's why I was saying the upper arm or the upper leg, places that are usually covered up in regular everyday clothes. So
I have to go.
To our great ambition.
To ambition.
Also, I would have cleaned off that knife before cutting my hand with it, just because, blood diseases and all that. It's a problem. Who else am I supposed to be talking to? Am I supposed to go this way? Nobody else around here has a magnifying glass on them. Germs hadn't been invented yet. I don't think that's how that works, but
Letters to and from the cult. Gods, they have a foothold in every part of the Greek world. We're in more danger than I thought.
I'm pretty sure they still knew that mixing blood with another person is a bad thing. I mean, they probably thought it was like, ghosts or demons in the blood. That's usually how that goes. But regardless of whether they knew what it was or not, they usually knew how to avoid it. Kind of like we've been cooking food for a lot longer than we've known why uncooked food makes us sick. What's all this then?
Together, Malaka. You're a fucking pig before slaughter.
I'll do it, I swear. I'll kill him. Let me go.
You like to watch, you sick fuck? You're not
Yes.
just going to watch. You're going to teach this little insolent shit a lesson.
Yeah, what
Does
do
he
you do?
deserve it?
Does it fucking matter, does it? What I say goes. No questions asked.
I couldn't do it. But I'm not scared. Not anymore.
If you can't kill a fucking artist, what are you gonna do when I tell you to kill a fucking Archon?
I will. I'll kill Phidias.
If remember to have their own knife, yeah, that would be cool, But we don't know how much these sacrificial knives cost. They might be very expensive. Yeah, I don't know.
Show him what happens to cowards. They get fucking burned!
I mean, I want to keep my cover, but at the same time, the guy is agreeing, so that seems like you should just leave him be. So I ain't gonna do it.
No, I won't do it. Give the coward another chance.
Tiki owes you something, you lucky bastard! You get to keep your skin today!
He would have killed me. He's insane.
You're part of a cult, and
Thank
you're
you.
surprised about that?
Stay off his bad side.
I will. But he's right. I'll go straight to Athens. I won't fail ever again. I'm going to kill Phidias.
Okay.
I feel something. Towards the
Get the
pyramid.
fuck out of here before I
It's
get
covered
this
in shards
twisted
like
blood on
albinos.
your robes. You! Someone was spotted going into your house. Guards were found dead outside.
That is true. You can't just agree with everything everyone else says, or else they'll be like, "Oh, this person's suspicious." Oh, the Dorito we got. I assume this is some of the alien technology you were talking about earlier. Because they wouldn't have had anything like this in the ancient world, naturally.
Ah, you had the last piece. Now it is ready. Every time I see it, it calls to me and sings of power. Does it call to you like it calls to me?
I do want to touch it. It looks shiny.
It does. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
Yes.
No.
My great warrior hasn't even arrived yet. Gather yourself and hold your tongue, fool. Show respect for the bloodline.
Nice head you got there. Hey, what'd that brazier ever do to you?
Elpinor is dead. One of you is a traitor.
Where's your mask? Huh?
The artifact will expose them. You! Everyone will be tested. You first. Go.
So how are you going to keep track of who has and who hasn't? Because everyone kind of looks the same.
You.
Single file line. Yeah, that would work, but they're not doing that. And so what even is this thing doing?
Go.
I mean, how do they know that the artifact will, you know, single out whoever is the imposter? Like, how do they know exactly what it does, and how would it know who doesn't belong here? Vibe? It's the vibe check device? I guess. It just seems a little weird to me, like, What is this thing? Does it have a will of its own? Is it like the freaking... Oh, is it a memory device? So he's been like... The reason why he's touching it as well is that he's looking into their memories. Hey, Ebos. How's it going? Because, yeah, I guess you can't really hide your memories from something that reads it. So you'd be able to tell who is and isn't part of the cult.
Who are you?
Your mom. I mean, not your mom. That's just my first reaction. I'm doing well.
You! Get up here!
He seems a little upset about something.
The traitor is dead!
Okay. Well, delightful. Glad that he got his anger out. Oh yeah, we just walk around in our cultist garb. That's normal. Maybe we should take the mask off before approaching the guy. I don't want to startle him.
You're alive.
I mean, all these are true.
There were people in the temple. I couldn't see their faces. They... Herodotus. They control all of the Greek world. Everything.
I see. It's worse than I thought.
There's more. They have a weapon.
What kind?
I don't know, like a gun or something.
A soldier. Stronger and more ferocious than any I've ever seen. Herodotus... It's my brother.
Yeah, that's a thing.
We need to get to Athens.
Athens? We need to find my mother. My clothes. Spear.
Of course.
My spear! The cult of Cosmos called my brother Deimos. He used an artifact to see my memories.
Kassandra, the man I serve. We must tell him what's happened before it's too late. You've heard the name Pericles before.
Yes. I mean, I'm pretty sure we heard about him inside
Pericles
that.
is the great general leading the
You know,
Delian League against the Spartans.
inside the cave.
They say he's ruthless.
We aren't leading the League against anyone. Pericles is a man of peace. This war was thrust upon him. Upon us all.
A general who doesn't want war? Not likely.
Save your doubts. He is working to end this war. We all are. If there are forces colluding against him, he must be warned. We have to go.
Oh, these aren't great options, are they? It's probably
You
too late, I
weren't
guess.
there, Herodotus. The cult controls everything. There's no stopping them.
Which is why you cannot turn away. They want to destroy all of the Greek world with this war.
I won't be some pawn in your scheme, Herodotus.
Don't do it for me, then. Do it for your mother. If there is one place where we can find information about your mother, it is in Athens.
How?
Pericles surrounds himself with the brightest minds in Athens. Which is to say, anywhere. In Athens, you can fulfill your duty to your family. But before we can go, I need you to meet me at the Lion of Leonidas, at Thermopylae.
Leonidas? Why?
There's something I need to know. Something that may help us take down this cult and save your mother.
You've proven I can trust you, but let's make it quick, Herodotus. First, Thermopylae. Then we go to Athens.
Okay. I like how she's saying make it quick when I'm the person that keeps getting distracted on
I'll
like
make sure
every side
single
quest
one
that
of these cultists dies
I
by
could
my
possibly
hands.
find. Oh, Cult of Cosmos. Fun. So it's it is like Shadow of Mordor in that way. And you find intel. There's a lot of stuff here. And apparently 2 are already dead. Nice. So I assume that's kind of the clue as to how to find them. But I don't think I'm going to be bothering with this just yet. I mean, hoo boy. This is because this is a lot. How are the mercenaries doing? We're in tier 8. Nice. We're almost into tier 7. What does that mean? Oh, does that mean he's in the arena? Alright. Oh, we get bonuses. So yeah, journey begins. Blacksmiths reduce their prices by 50%. That is real good. Bounties provide more XP. Blacksmiths also reduce the price of their engraving services. Remove bounties for 20% less. That doesn't matter. I like bounties. Give me all the bounties. Reducing the cost of ship upgrades by 50%. Reduce their price of their upgrading services. 10% better luck of finding items. Alright. And then this guy. A tier unto himself, and also it doesn't seem to get any bonus for being there. But that's fine. Yeah, and I'll definitely get around to fighting the cult members, but I feel like I want to be a little higher level and get a little bit more done before I start jumping into that, because that seems a little dangerous. Let's see. We already did the battle here. There's another quest over here. Alright, let's go do that.
Come on.
Also, was the cultist that just got defeated, is that the guy that got all beat up? Because that's the only guy that died recently that I saw in the cult. And then there was Alpinor, you know. Out of my way. The horse turns a lot more than it needs to when it's going around rocks. I don't know why it does that. Alright, we're gonna go up here because it was a thingamawhat's we needed to get. Scaling of the cultists all over the place. Yeah, I don't even think I got into that on my first playthrough of the game when I got like 50 hours in. I don't think I ever messed with the cult thing. I just kind of kept doing the same stuff. So where's the thing I'm supposed to be getting here? Find the ancient thingamawhat's burb. What is it that you're trying to find there? Is that the thing? That might be the thing. But that's like really far away from where it's supposed to be. I guess it might be in a cave. That's entrances near here. Here it is. It is very dark down here. Oh boy, money. I love stealing money from tombs. Nothing bad could ever happen. Well, I'm just, you know, grave robbing. You know? It'll be perfectly fine, and everything will be hunky-dory. Is this... How do I get down there? I don't see any doors or anything on the side here. And this seems... Maybe it's a secret. I need to light all the things on fire and then a secret door will open. I don't know, it's like the only thing I could think of happening. Or it's just not inside this area at all. I'm just in the wrong place entirely. Are there any more? I don't see any more lights. Yeah, evidently that was not the secret. Unless this door is a bit borked. This wall, there's a big old hole in it, but that is blocked off from the other side. So how does one get to that other side? We already lit. I'm not so sure. Because that looked like that's where I was supposed to go, but the place was entirely blocked off. Let's bring the bird back in here to see if we can find any other cave entrances in the area. This is right below this. But I don't see any cave entrance on this entire cliffside here. Might be lower down. Yeah, it's there. Apparently there's cobras in there as well. Is that a cave? No. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that would indicate a secondary entrance to the cave. But that area was completely blocked off, and it didn't seem like I was able to move it. Unless there's just a control that I'm not aware of yet. That is like a sliding push attack that you can go under that thing. And I tried burning it, as you saw. That did pretty much nothing for me. And maybe I'm just not able to get it just yet. But I feel like I should have access to it somehow. Yeah, I can break those, and there's an actual entrance there. Ow. Alright. So we found an entrance. Can we open this door? Nope. More lights. I'm still assuming if I light everything, there's gonna be a secret. Those things do a lot of damage, and no poison like I thought they would. How am I supposed to beat these things with their... when they can just jump out at you like that? If I had my regular weapon, I might be able to. Also, what did this do? Do it again. I wasn't looking. Oh, okay. It's just that. I can throw those. New plan. Anytime we see a snake, we just throw the torch at it. Wah. Get wrecked. Is this a trap? No. Snake. Wah. I finally learned how to throw the torch, so that's a plus. I might have missed some things to light back there. Whoa. Perfect. Alright, where do I go now? Do I go through the door? I got the door on fire, but that doesn't really help us. Is there another hole behind these pots? Does not seem like it. This is kind of... Oh, we can just break the entire stone wall. It was a whole Daggerfall thing. Anyone who's played Daggerfall knows what I mean, with the little secret entrance being marked by the sound of like rushing air and all that. Alright. Glowy thing. I think this is more of the alien technology here. Don't know what this does for us. Nice. What did that do for us? It got us some XP for finishing the area, but aside from that, that did not do a whole lot. But you know, I like XP, so I'm happy with it. Trigger the trap again. Just because it's fun. Alright, back to it. Hey, my horse is still here for once. Don't break the pots, please. Alright, let's get down to this quest if we can. It's very hard to traverse these hills with this horse. Alright, quest time. Hello, do you need bear scrotums? I have lots of them.
Go away?
Tell you what, you have to scare it away. If you roar like a lion, it'll run.
That's not medical
Good
advice.
job. Now run along home.
But I guess it's a placebo, you know. We like placebos in medicine.
Yes, I'm Lycaon. You must be a Misthios. Are you here for treatment?
No, I'm good. Why the flirt option? Well, to be fair, this is the first male character that's had a flirt option. So, I like that part. That's, you know, they're mixing it up now. Also, speaking nonsense seems very rude, so I don't want to go with that option. It's either they decided with this one to take out the third option. They were, because you know how the options are always just angry, horny, or neutral. They were like, that neutral option, it's too boring. We're only gonna have angry and horny, and that's it. That's all you get. So I don't want to be mean to
That
him.
depends. Will I have to roar for you too?
Sometimes the best medicine I can give my patients is a dose of hope. I take it you're not in need of care.
I'm healthy as a horse.
You look strong and prepared for anything. My patients need mandrake herbs. There's a patch of them growing by a little stream southeast of here.
Are you too busy to pick them?
Too chewy. A pack of wolves is resting near the stream. I'll pay you generously for your trouble.
You know how to talk to Misthios. Is that all you want? The mandrake herbs?
For now. Bring them back to me, and I'll package them for my patients. Then we'll see.
Dialogue was just too confusing and complex. It's true. Yeah.
I'll bring you the herbs.
I mean,
You
the
said they
neutral
were
option was
southeast of
just...
here.
It was adding
Yes.
too much bulk.
By a little stream northeast of Kira. The flowers haven't bloomed yet, but the leaves are a distinctive gray-green. Thank you.
Okay, see ya. And it is meters, which actually... Are we running like 2 to 3 meters a second? I mean, look how fast that counter's going down. If I'm running right towards it, that is... How are we running that fast? That seems like a completely impossible
Lycaon said the herbs
speed.
would be near a little stream. That looks like it.
Like I'm talking calmly about, you know, where the herbs are supposed to be while I'm getting attacked by wolves. It's a good way to test my new daggers, though. There we are. Give me your loot. Thank you. Is this the thing?
These must be the herbs Lycaon wanted.
Let me get the bird out of here. Can the bird not see the herbs? Okay. I did not mean to press map. I always press map, which is M, instead of V for bird. But alright, I guess I'll have to find them myself. Just a little skeleton by the water, that's normal. Is that a nerd? I know they're hard to see when they don't kind of jump out at you.
These should be enough
There we
mandrake
go.
herbs. Time to go back to the physician.
Yeah, I mean, that was quite a few wolves. I could see why he sent me to do that. Not that wolves are any match for me, but most people probably would not want to go hand to hand against some wolves. Hello, I'm back.
Here, I found your herbs.
Thank you. I'll prepare these for my patients. Could you please stay a while?
I'll wait.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I've crushed the herbs so they'll be easier to take. Could you please bring them to my patients? Just tell them they're from me, Lycaon.
I thought I brought you more herbs than this.
I needed to save a double dose for my grandmother. I'll give it to her soon.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll just deliver the rest then.
Thank you. All my patients are in and around the Hora of Delphi. One should be at the animal pens to the west. One is building a house in the northeastern corner. And, one works in the fields to the south. Come back here when you're done.
I'm sure
Sure
I
thing.
can find them.
Yeah, there's big old markers on them, so makes them a little easy to find. Hi, you
These
want
herbs
some
are from the town.
drugs?
Oh, thank you. That physician is so thoughtful and so handsome. It's too bad he's decided not to marry.
Why not?
He just told me some nonsense about not wanting to burden an innocent woman with his worries.
That's fair.
Personally, I just wish he'd been honest and said I'm not his type.
I wonder why he'd say that.
That is a bit odd. There's two more. One closer, one's up here. Ooh, and a blacksmith. Let's stop by the blacksmith real quick.
Good day.
Hello. We can probably sell some stuff that we're not using. Because I'm gonna stick with my dagger. And I mean, you can dismantle them. I don't know what good that would do me when I have way more of this stuff than I know what to do with. So I'm probably just gonna keep to selling things for now. And I like the daggers, so we're sticking with that. So everything else can kind of go and blow up. Get rid of some more of the bulk in our inventory so we can make room for all the other stuff. And I think we have like a legendary bow here that has equipped, so we can't sell it. So we'll keep, I guess... No, the legendary bow is better than this. I think it's lower damage, but better other stats. Don't need a spear. Let's see. We're probably sticking with this helmet, so we can get rid of the rest. Okay, and we'll stick with these bracers so we can get rid of the rest here. It is nice that it seems like you can't sell legendary level items, so you don't accidentally sell something that's very important. Yeah, and we're wearing a legendary chest piece right now as well, so that's not coming up here. And I guess we'll save for this one whenever we get that high level. So we'll keep that one around. Everything else goes away. Wearing this one, everything else is lower level than it, so we can just sell it all. We have a lot of money now. What do we use money for? I have no idea. But, you know, I'm sure that we'll figure that out sometime. And we have a lot of different trade goods here. Fancy necklace, huh? Alright. There we go. One of everything. Nice and compact. Now, we can engrave some things like you. And engraving's usually really cheap for how much benefit we get. You get plus 3% damage. Specifically with these daggers. I mean, 1% all damage would be nice. Plus poison damage would also be nice. Let's just get 1% all damage. Because then that's 1%. That's like 1/4 of this, 1/3 of this. And also 1/4 of like warrior damage and hunter damage and everything. So we'll just grab that. Because that seems the most multi-purpose. Oh, you're heading out, Ebos? Okay, I'll see you around. We can engrave this one too. Sleep is calling once more. Yes. 'Tis unfortunate. But I'll see you again later. Let's also engrave this with 1% damage. If we just give everything a 1% all damage, then we'll be in a good position. I'm pretty sure I'll replace some of these pretty soon, but I mean, I might as well engrave while I have them. And these can also get 1% damage. Or plus health. But if I just got plus 1% damage on every single item, That'd be, you know, melee weapon, ranged weapon, 4 pieces of equipment, I think. So that'd be 6% increased damage on everything. That'd be pretty nice. So I'll do that. It's not a huge bonus, but I feel like that's probably the best setup we can ask for. And we'll just throw it on everything. The engraving is cheap enough, and we're rich enough. So we can just kind of not care too much. These gem things are probably the only thing that's hard to come by. Like the leather, super easy. I get that everywhere. The rocks I just have a million of. So, yeah, out of that. The gold and the gems are probably the only things that are hard to get to any degree. But I'm kind of swimming in both right now. So yeah, now it's everything I'm wearing plus 1% damage each. I could upgrade. But I'm not that much higher level than this stuff, so probably not worth it to upgrade it just yet. I mean, look how much that costs. Just to upgrade it by like a couple levels. So we'll wait until we're much higher level in it before we start to upgrade things. And we'll probably... Oh, hi. You're right here. Here, have some drugs.
Lycaon made this medicine for you.
Thanks. See, I take care of these beasts, and Lycaon takes care of me. Too bad nobody takes care of him, though.
What do you mean?
His parents died young. His grandmother raised him, but then she was born under a cursed star. Never mind that. He's a good boy.
I'm sure he is.
Alright. I'm glad that he's popular around here. Last person.
Lycaon sends his regards.
The medicine he promised. Thank you. Tell me, did he look well?
He didn't look sick to me.
I've seen him up and walking around at all hours, mumbling to himself. He seems worried. I should bring him some sweets to cheer him up.
I'm sure he'd
Maybe you should.
appreciate that.
Alright, let's go back and talk to the guy. I wonder what the mandrake does. You think it's a painkiller? Because why would he give it to those 3 people and his grandmother?
I
Like,
delivered all
it's a
your
very
medicine.
multi-purpose medicine.
Seems you have a lot of people concerned for your well-being.
Thanks. My grandmother, Praxithea, I have to bring her the last of the medicine. Will you come along with me to her house? I think I need your help.
Why would you need my help? To bring your grandmother some medicine.
Yes.
I mean, I'll go,
I'd
but...
like to know what's going on here.
Oh, thank you. Please, my grandmother's house is this way. Thanks for coming with me. Would you say you've killed many people?
Why do you ask me that?
If someone is impious to the point of doing grave injustice to people as well as the gods, do they not deserve punishment?
What did Praxithea do?
She spoke false prophecies for years. Those who came to her for advice received only lies.
Your grandmother was an oracle?
Yes, up on the hill in Delphi. She confessed to me recently that she never heard the gods, and only repeated the words she was told.
Told by vile
fun.
people with evil intentions.
Exactly. Wars have been fought over those words. She can't be left unpunished.
My family was torn apart by a false prophecy. If it was one of hers, I may take matters into my own hands.
Alright, then. Well, at least this guy's actually moving at a proper pace. Maybe even a little too fast. Come on, man. Slow it down a little bit. I'm here.
Get out of here, Lycaon. I know what you want to do. You'll just bring more shame on our family.
I don't want to do this, Agavi. But for the sake of justice, we can't let Praxithea live.
It's out of our hands anyway. Some strange men were searching the village today, looking for her. I brought them here, and they dragged her away.
What kind of justice is that?
You wouldn't understand.
She was an impious old fool. Now we have nothing more to worry about. Who are you, anyway?
I'm
Your mom.
Kassandra. I've also been wronged by a false prophecy. It might have been your grandmother's.
If we don't find her, we can't settle any of this. Please help me figure out where she's been taken.
I'll look for clues.
What
I'm
did you
very good at
expect me
looking
to
for
do?
clues.
All that talk about killing? A solution showed up?
Praxithea must have lost this bracelet in the struggle. But no
What
ordinary
bracelet?
thief would have left something so
Oh, that one.
valuable behind.
Interesting. Well, of course they weren't bandits. Oh, hi. Who are you? You're apparently a
Have you
clue.
seen anything strange going on around here?
Well, if bandits taking over my cousin's farm is strange, yes.
What did they do?
Gave her a running start. She can't go back there. They've set up camp, and they're armed and dangerous.
Interesting. Where is that farm?
It's not far west of here, but I wouldn't mess with those bandits.
Thanks for the advice.
Well, I'm not you. Is that it? Where else would a clue be? Maybe on the roof. Nope, not on the roof. Oh, it's over here.
This looks like a contract. Deliver the package to the drop-off and don't damage it. If they mean Lycaon's grandmother, chances are she's alive.
Or at least she was alive until she gets to where she's going.
Praxithea was kidnapped and brought to a farm west of here. The bandits were hired to deliver her alive.
Thank you for figuring that out, Kassandra.
I'm no fool, Lycaon. Your sister put Praxithea in great danger, and you've been asking me about killing. Do you want me to end her life?
No. It has to be me. I need to kill her.
What are these options? First of all, how is it flirting to say, you know, dang it, Jim, you're a doctor, not a killer? Like, how is that flirting? In what world? Additionally, I mean, this one just seems counterintuitive to what he was saying. Like, he's sitting there just like, no, I must kill her. And I'm just like, well, if you want me to do it. You know, it's like, he's saying the exact opposite of that. Why would you even offer that at this point when he's saying specifically he does not want me to? So I guess we have to go with this one, because they still don't give us a neutral option.
She's your grandmother, and you're no killer. You should give this more thought.
Once again, how is that
She's
flirting?
my responsibility. I don't want
It's
her
not.
to suffer. That's why I asked you for Mandrake. It's a painkiller.
That's what I was
But
thinking.
For now,
Yeah.
will you go to the farm to stop those bandits? I don't think I can take them all on myself.
Let's
Yeah,
go
sure.
find Praxithea.
Thanks, Kassandra. You said the farm was to the west. I'll meet you there.
Okay, let's see, west. I should probably actually look at my map. Maybe. It's probably that. So we'll just head straight there. Is that a sheep? No, it's a cat. It looked very fluffy. It evidently is very... Look at how puffy that thing is. Friendly little cat. I think I'm like the definition of, if not friend, why friend shaped, you know? I'm just like, any animal I see, I'm just like, ah yes, it is friend. It is friend shaped. I do not care if it is actively yelling at me like it wants me dead. It is friend shaped, thus I like it. Here's a doggo.
They say there's some kind of beast roaming the hills around here.
Alright, I think that's everybody. Except for there's a person in the cage, I assume. No, that's a different person. Interesting. Alright, well, time to kill them all. We're not gonna worry too much about stealth
Keep a
here.
sharp watch here.
We'll try to stealth kill some people, but if we end up getting seen, that's not too big an issue. Because there's only like 10 guys here tops, so.
They won't let me go! Someone help!
You'll never beat me!
Alright, double kill those guys. Are you facing this way? You are. So if I go over this wall and kind of sneak up behind you. Alright, got them all. Stole their loot. And before we get the grandmama, let's go and rescue the other captive just because they're the non-quest related one. Hi. You don't need to yell.
You saved me!
I did do that. Goodbye. It's always so anticlimactic saving the captives.
Thank you, my child. We must get away from here. Could more bandits be coming? Please, let's get out of here.
Poor horse. Where are you going? Oh, okay, you're just gonna hide here.
Thank you for saving me, dear child.
Don't thank me, voice of Apollo. Or were those someone else's words you spoke?
So you've met my grandson. You're right. I lied to everyone. I am so sorry. The gods should have killed me by now. Instead, they made me live with my remorse.
Why did you spread lies? People trusted you. You were supposed to bring them the word of Apollo.
I didn't plan to, not when I was chosen to be the oracle of Apollo. But I met people there who told me I must speak the words they asked, or else my family would suffer for my disobedience.
Family? Do you remember telling a Spartan family that their younger child must die? A grieving mother, with eyes like mine.
I am so sorry for what you have lost.
Is that a yes?
Did she tell you? Is she the oracle who brought ruin on your family?
I'm sorry for what I've done. I accept my punishment. But please, don't let my grandson kill me. Lycaon's a good man, a healer. This would break him.
No, this is my responsibility. I must be the one to end her.
I mean, first of all, why does she have to die in the first place? Like, I understand that she's done bad things in the past, but obviously, quote unquote, the gods haven't sent death upon her, so why should we be acting in their place? That would be kind of rude, wouldn't it? So I feel like we shouldn't kill her and just let her live and die regularly. Is there any like specific reason that she has to die? She can live with her remorse for another like 5 years and then die normally, because I mean she's already pretty old. So
I've killed enough people to know that violence has no end. Better to move on and make the best of the lives the gods have given you.
Move on? But you said Praxithea ruined your family.
She can do no more harm. Killing her for revenge won't change what happened. Besides, didn't you tell me something about hope?
Thank you for your mercy. I promise I will do good with what's left of my days.
plus she wasn't even the one giving the
right,
false
Kassandra.
prophecies.
I might
She was
not
being
be able to
manipulated by
forgive my
other
grandmother,
people,
not
most
right away.
likely the cult. So
She can go on with her life, and I with mine.
I think you've made the right decision, Lycaon.
How do you do this? Decide who lives and who dies.
How do you do
most
it,
people I choose to
All
kill
those
them.
lives depending on you. needing your healing and kindness.
I think I need you, Cassandra. Not to kill anybody or find anything. Just to stay with me.
I mean, that... Bro, it's been like a day. Actually, it's been like an hour. Tops. Maybe 40 minutes. I literally met him, walked to the stream, walked back, and then gave medicine to people, then killed a camp of bandits. It took like, what, 40 minutes? Tops? And this guy is already, you know... Take me to dinner first. Come on. I don't think that we're like that. You know, you're gonna have to take me somewhere. Get me some like spaghetti or something. I like spaghetti, so I should probably go now. No,
I'm no
thank you.
healer, but I think you've been through a lot, Lycaon. You don't need a Misthios in your life. Go back home and be the physician you're meant to be.
Okay, bye. Yeah, I would. Does that mean I have a skill point? Oh, I do have a skill point available. Nice. I would like it if they made it so there was a bit more, like, emphasis on realistic relationships and not just, you know, oh, you did one quest for me. Wanna sleep? You know, wanna come to my bed? Like, no, that's not really realistic relationship. I mean, in the modern day, maybe that's how people do. Because I mean, there are people out there that'll just like go to a bar, meet someone, and then by the end of the evening they're having sex, and it's like, why? You don't even know this person, nor do you even, you know, have any records as to if they have STDs or not, which is kind of important. I mean, you know, those are usually incurable. You might want to be more careful with that. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's accurate to how some people live in the modern day, but I feel like it just should not be that fast. You shouldn't just do one quest and then deal with that. It seems way too just... I don't know. Way too quick for me. So, what should we upgrade here? Probably either this for more poison buildup, and apparently it'll do more damage because of it'll last 4 seconds longer, which would be nice. Or we could get extra armor, and that's about all of our options aside from these, but I kind of prefer the abilities we have now. The only one I might replace is maybe the stealth kill one, but that's really useful for stealth killing more than one enemy and also taking enemies out at a range. Do we have any of these as passives? Yeah, this is... I mean, 20% hunter damage is pretty significant, but I think the main thing about this is not using arrows when using hunter abilities, and I don't use hunter abilities. Paralyzing arrows might be useful. The stealth kill one is really good. Yeah, this one. I wish that I could put another into that, but it requires level 16. But we're almost there. So yeah, it's either better poison or better armor. Which I think better armor would be best, just because we do tend to get into brawls quite often. And the poison would only help marginally, because I can already poison people. It would just make it poison them slightly faster and for slightly longer. This will actually like, keep me alive. So, we're going with that. So, that is good. I'm probably going to end off the stream here soon. Especially because, yeah, we're kind of out of new quests to get around here. But let's see what quests we're going to start with next time. How do we sort by level? There we go. So why does this have a timer on, like a real world timer on it? Is this like... new stuff, like, I don't even know. Why would it have a big old timer on it? And then this. Right, we need to go talk to the guy at the new place. Complete all cave objectives. That's a lot of cave objectives. Bandit camp objectives. Is this just in certain regions? I don't know. I should also at some point do like a cross-country exploration just to get this and all the synchronization points everywhere. Because that would be useful. And then all this, I mean, it says sort by level, but it is not sorting them by, like, this should be way higher if it's sort by level. Like, why is a 16 level one underneath a level 50? I don't know. But this one we should also do at some point, because it looks like it gives us a spear or something. I don't know. And I think it would be good to get the armor set for this, because that's all legendary pieces of armor. And that just looks like a common spear, but who knows? We'll see what happens. So yeah, I guess we'll have to do some traveling next time. Maybe we'll run around and do all these locations just so we have more fast travel points around the world. And I'll also try to track down where the heck this thing is, because we're about the right level for that. And, you know, I'm just definitely ready to go and fight another big old boar or whatever this will be. So that'll be fun. But okay, we'll end it off there, and we'll see you guys next time. All seems to be going well thus far. I mean, we've killed lots of mercenaries, did lots of quests. I'm still not as heavily wanted as I would like. You know, I'd like to have some more enemies coming after us. You know, a bit more of a bounty and all that. That would be nice. Just so I can get more bounty. I like fighting mercenaries. I don't know why. That's like my favorite pastime in this. It's just seeing what mercenaries come to kill me and then killing them and stealing all their loot. It just seems fun. But yes, I'm sure I'll be able to get myself plenty of a bounty next time. So I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.